Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha, and today we're going to do Is This Already That? So this is where I compare some of our newer scents to some of the other things that we've already probably had in our collection or we've gotten, somewhat recently, just to see if even if the scent notes don't match up and they're not named the same thing, do they kind of smell similar? So this one has kind of been done by some of my friends. I had actually planned to do this a long time ago, but we had a little vacation and then I told you guys I kind of fell under the weather. So I want to thank Christy Patterson for kind of recommending this with one of the scents we're going to compare today, Golden Ocean Pearl. And then of course I just kept digging in my collection, but I definitely don't want to say or make you guys think that I'm the first person to compare any of these scents. I just don't know who the credit goes to. So this is just my thoughts on the same kind of topics, basically. So thank you, Chrissy, for your patience, because I know we talked about doing this a long time ago. So I hope this is helpful to you. Some of these scents, you may already have in your collection, some maybe you missed. And so I can just compare them real quickly to tell you if I think they're close, spot on dupes, similar. It doesn't really matter to me. I usually will pick up scents that I'm interested in, even if they are very similar in my collection to something else. But if you are one that doesn't really want to have that many similar scents in your collection, hopefully this video helps you as we're preparing for semi-annual sale, kind of help you decide what you need, what you don't need, what you can skip. So we're going to talk about 5 different scents today. And then at the end, I'm just going to kind of talk about the Homebody collection because some of those scents are pretty similar to ones I already have in my collection. So let's just jump right in with our friend Butterfly. So Butterfly came out and I knew immediately based on just the packaging, the name, that I definitely wanted to try this scent. I've just been a big fan of butterflies for a super long time. Like I've been telling you guys, Mariah Carey vibes from the 90s, so that tells you how old I am. The notes on Butterfly are raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. And once this scent came out, I heard it compared to a lot of things. So I just pulled what I had in my collection to share with you guys. These are, again, just my thoughts on if they're similar. And then I'll share any kind of scents that I thought of that I might not actually have in my collection. So I really like this scent, but it does remind me of a few things. But I will say right up front, nothing is a spot on similar exact scent, if that makes any sense. But there are some things in here that, again, there are only so many scent notes in the world to use. So they are going to kind of start to run into each other. This one is very iris floral forward, and then you kind of get a little bit of raspberry vanilla in the background. So one of the scents I don't have to compare it to is black raspberry and vanilla. And again, it wouldn't be a spot on Is This Already That, because it's going to be missing that very strong floral iris note. But again, if that's a scent that you love, this might be something that you could pair with it or something to kind of help you use up those older products in your collection. They do have this in minis, so if the iris note scares you, you could definitely pick it up in a smaller size. I don't think it's heavy floral, it just does have a presence. So here are some of the scents in my collection that made me think of when I thought of Butterfly, what kind of compared. The first one I heard it compared to was Open Sky. Now we got this in the fall last year, and I think it was one of those you either really liked it or you really didn't kind of scents. And for me, I liked it better in the home fragrance. I really enjoyed this in a wall plug for a bathroom. So I had gotten full size and I returned, and I just kept this mini for reference. The notes are wild blackberry, soft violet, cloud of vanilla. And I think when I hear those notes, I wouldn't think that I wouldn't like this scent, but there was this like ozone fresh air note that in the fall was okay. It came out in a lot of our fall body care last year, but it just did not work with my skin chemistry whatsoever. So that was all I could smell. I was missing the vanilla and the blackberry. I was just kind of getting the violet with that like weird fresh air note. So I don't think these are very similar, but again, you're gonna have blackberry. Over here, you're gonna have raspberry. Vanilla maybe is a little bit similar, but it's gonna be in the same fruity floral family, but I don't find that these scents to be that similar on the skin. There's a few I will spray in caps, but again, I'm not going to spray all these on my skin because I won't be able to continually tell you what they are different. But yet again, this one just really brings that iris note forward, and then the fruit is just sweet. Whereas in Open Sky, I'm still just getting a lot of that fresh air note in there mixed with a little bit of floral. So I don't mind this one. Again, in the colder weather, it's much easier for me to use that, but the mini was plenty for me. So there's my thoughts on Butterfly versus Open Sky. Again, you're gonna get a little bit of a similarity with it having berries and vanilla, but the floral note, that is a little bit stronger in Butterfly than I think in Open Sky. And then Butterfly doesn't have a fresh air note. So let's do some more comparing. This was the one that came to mind for me the most, like it's the closest, and that is Confetti Daydream. Now I also have regular Daydream. This one came out first, and this is pretty similar to this one. Daydream is raspberry, pear, and pink lily, and Confetti Daydream is fresh raspberry, sparkling pear, and blue iris. So where I think that these smell very similar to me is because the iris note is the strongest note. It just makes them very fresh with a little bit of fruity background. I don't necessarily pick out the pear over you know, anything in this scent. The fruitiness is just a sweetness, and again, you get a lot of sweetness with the vanilla in here. So to me, these are the closest, but not similar at all. This one really is a fresh scent, where this one is more of a sweet floral scent. So the iris, even though it's floral, is just really giving a lot of freshness in this scent. And again, I feel like these two do have a similarity, so it would be comparing them very similar to Butterfly. A lot more fresh over here. This is a lot more fruity floral to me in my nose. And the last one I wanted to compare it to was Candied Violet Sorbet. Candied Violet Sorbet has sugared violet petals, vanilla sorbet, and blackberry swirl. So again, this one is raspberry, this one has blackberry, but the vanilla kind of makes this one seem a little bit more similar. So to me, I think the closest two scents that you might have in your collection are going to be Violet or Candied Violet Sorbet, which again is very strong on the violet, where you're getting a lot more iris here, and then Confetti Daydream. So for me, out of all the scents I've heard compared, these two are close, but this is a completely different scent. I don't want you to think I'm saying these are exactly the same. But if you like these scents, I think you're really gonna like Butterfly. Now, maybe Butterfly's time is come and gone, because you know, things move quickly over there at Bath & Body Works. So that might be old news, but this is just kind of the stuff I put together for y'all in this video. So I still wanted to share my thoughts on that one. So if you like scents like Confetti Daydream, if you liked Candied Violet Sorbet, even Open Sky, you're probably gonna like Butterfly, and vice versa. If those were scents that you just really didn't care for, then I don't think Butterfly is something that you need to grab, especially if it's not gonna be at a deep discount at semi-annual sale. Okay, the next one, this is for you, Christy. So we grabbed Golden Ocean Pearl, and she had heard that it was compared to Sunrise Woods. And I was like kind of surprised by that, because I hadn't heard that one yet. And when I smelled this in store, I remember thinking I did have this in my collection or something similar. But when I read the notes and I went through everything, I didn't really see anything that stood out to me right away. So when she said Sunrise Woods, I was really intrigued. I picked this up with a free coupon. So let's get into it. The notes are bergamot breeze, vanilla orchid, and soft amber. And again, I like those scent notes. So I thought, okay, even if I have it already, I'm gonna like this scent. And what I do feel like this is a very beautiful perfumey scent. Golden Ocean Pearl, the name, I'm not really sure. It doesn't smell overly aquatic to me. It's definitely the amber just gives it a nice, beautiful perfume scent. So I did pull a few things just to see like what you guys thought in the comments. And I have to say that even though the notes on this are completely different, I don't know if it's just that soft, pretty, sweet perfume scent. They do kind of smell similar when you spray them on the skin. I actually just did a skin, like sprayed one on one arm, one on the other. And then I asked, do these smell similar? Everyone that I had tried said yes. So this one is Creamy Sandalwood, Sweet Berries, and Cozy Cashmere. Again, Bergamot Breeze, Vanilla Orchid, Golden Amber. There's sweetness in both. Sandalwood, although is completely different than like amber and bergamot, is a perfumey scent. And then of course Cashmere, that could maybe be also like similar to what the Cozy Amber is doing in this one. But I'm telling you guys, this one does smell kind of similar, but not exactly the same. It's not the same exact scent. This one to me just is a little bit more like fall-like, where this one is lighter, like you could wear it in warmer weather, at least in my opinion. But if you liked Sunrise Woods, even though the notes are not different, I really believe you're gonna like Golden Ocean Pearl. And I don't know how to explain that because I don't work behind the scenes, but even with the scent notes not being similar, I really do get a similar vibe from these scents. And there's not one note that is matching in either scent for me to say that's what it is. But maybe the bergamot and the sandalwood just bring like a fresh, sophisticated, perfumey scent to it. And again, the vanilla might be competing with that sweet berry to give a sweetness to the scent. But if you liked Sunrise Woods, I know I can say with great certainty, you're going to like Golden Ocean Pearl. And if you didn't like this scent, then I would stay away from Golden Ocean Pearl. But I did want to compare it to a few other things I heard of. So Golden Ocean Pearl was also compared to Twilight Woods, which I did have in my collection. But if I'm being honest, I just picked this up because it reminded me of my mom. This was a scent I used to pick up for her. So I picked it up at like an outlet, and then I never really got into it, as you can see. So I pulled it out to compare the notes: lush berry, sparkling mandarin, soft mimosa, apricot nectar, and cypress wood. Now I feel like, you know, maybe the bergamot and the cypress wood are giving like a similar freshness, and then there is a lot of sweetness in Twilight Woods. Again, I've always said that this one was very perfumey to me. It didn't fit in like a flesh category, fresh category, floral. It's just a nice sweet, it does have a woodsy scent to it, or like a musky kind of deeper scent that I'm not sure that is comparable to Golden Ocean Pearl. So this one is like a sweet spring, summery type of perfume. Like I would wear this in the summer and it wouldn't be too much. Whereas I would say Twilight Woods might be a little bit too much unless it's your absolute favorite jam of a scent. I would definitely think of this as more of a fall scent. None of the scent notes are the same, but I think, again, I can say, and maybe this is getting too repetitive, if you like Twilight Woods and you haven't had anything in a while that compared to it, because I never really compared Sunrise Woods to Twilight Woods, but I think, again, you will like this new scent from Bath & Body Works Golden Ocean Pearl. Do I think they're the same, or this is a repackage of one of these scents? No, I do not. The last one I wanted to compare it to was Fairy Tale, and Fairy Tale does have like an orange scent to it, but it has some of those similar type of notes, so I just thought we would compare real quick. Fairy Tale is pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla bean, and amber. So again, for me, the amber kind of stuck out as well as the vanilla. And I actually think that this one, even though it does have its own distinct scent with that orange blossom, is very, and the pomegranate, like the fruitiness in this does not compare to Golden Ocean Pearl. There's no fruity scent to it, but those other notes in the amber and the vanilla just make me think they're like in the same family. Again, these are scents that I wouldn't put in a certain category of fruity, fresh, floral, gourmand. These are more of the perfumey scents, so it's just the mixture for me. But I feel like somehow, some way, Sunrise Woods has some kind of similarity to it as Golden Ocean Pearl, in my opinion. The notes do not read the same, but I think this is, again, like a spring, summer version. This is like a fall version of kind of a similar vibe. So I'm talking vibe here. If you like that then go ahead and try this for summer. The same as Fairy Tale. This is a scent that I really do like in the fall. I think it's just a little heavy for me in the spring and summer because it just gets really warm here in Kentucky. So I would wear this more in the fall than I would right now. And I would, if I wanted something like Fairy Tale, I would reach for something like Golden Ocean Pearl. But to answer your question, Christy, I don't think they're the same exact, but if you like Sunrise Woods, I really think you're going to like Golden Ocean Pearl. But that also goes for all of you watching. Okay, so I have a couple more scents. These are ones that we've definitely been talking about a lot, but I had some other things to compare it to, so I thought I would just share with you all. Okay, so we just got this Pink Watermelon Blast, and the only thing I can compare this to that is a spot-on dupe is the candle, Pink Watermelon, which is so cool because we've been talking and I've been sharing, and I even have a few more videos coming this month on candles we want to turn into body care. So I'm so glad they did because I was on the same camp as you all that said Pink Watermelon in the body care was not Pink Watermelon in the candle. They were different. Now, I like both. I liked the Pink Watermelon, the first version, because it has this like aloe greenery vibe behind it. It's not only sweet, but I did definitely pull a lot of the sweet watermelon scent, but this is straight up the candy. So the notes on this read juicy pink watermelon, sugared strawberry blossom, and lime zest. So this is truly the same exact notes as the candle, and I absolutely love it. You get nothing else in here besides a sweet Jolly Rancher scent. Perfect for summer, perfect for blending with all kinds of scents, but I definitely wanted to share. It is different from pink watermelon that we got in these two versions so far. Sorry. This was the first version of pink watermelon. This came out even before the candle, and it has notes of juicy watermelon, pink petals, and dewy aloe. So there is like a sweet, it says juicy watermelon. I definitely get a sweetness, but a lot of you say you didn't like it because you've got no sweetness. So I'm not sure, again, if that's a skin chemistry type of thing, but that's why I really fell in love with this original scent. And it was just something I did not have from Bath & Body Works before. I went through an entire bottle during my last Project Use It Up, and this one had the notes on it, so I kept it. But this one definitely had like a floral, fresh greenery note mixed in that we do not have in the pink watermelon blast. So this is nice that they kind of listened to us and they brought us something a little bit different than this one, but this was quite popular. And when they are popular, you can kind of get your way a little bit more, I think, as a consumer, and they'll bring this out. So this matches the candle. If you fell in love with the candle and you always want it in body care, I highly recommend Pink Watermelon Blast. If you haven't already got it, like I said, I wanted to do this video a lot sooner than this, but this was the first opportunity I had to do so. But I also had a couple of scents from Victoria's Secret that you might have in your collection that I wanted to compare it to. So the first one's going to be Melon Sorbet. This was actually a Victoria's Secret, and then I have one from Pink. This is sugared watermelon, strawberry leaves, and irresistibly cool. This I thought was closer to the pink watermelon candle when I picked it up over pink watermelon from Bath & Body Works. So this one is exactly similar to this, but this is a lot sweeter to me. Kind of like they did with Pineapple Cove and Pink Pineapple Sunrise. There's definitely a similar vibe, but in Pink Pineapple Sunrise, there's the sweetness, and it's just different than Pineapple Cove that we got from about the same time from the different companies. So these are very close. This one has a lime that this one doesn't have, but this is nice and sweet, but it's just a little bit lighter. There's a little bit more sweetness in the Bath & Body Works version, and you can't get this one anymore, but if you have it in your collection, then you might not need this one. So I thought I would share it, but very close, because again, you got the sweet watermelon and the strawberry in both. This one has the lime, and the sweetness to me is amped up quite a bit. So this is very similar, but it's not available right now. So again, you'd have to already have it in your collection. This one also is similar without the strawberry and the lime. It's Candy Rocks. It's sugared watermelon, sweet with wild side. This is very sweet and candied watermelon. I thought, again, this was one that I would say was duped to the pink watermelon candle. But again, it's missing the strawberry. It is just straight up sugary, sweet watermelon. Kind of like watermelon candy, like a watermelon Laffy Taffy, more than the Jolly Rancher. So if you know the difference, like there is this little bit more of like a sweet sugariness to it. That you don't get in the hard candy, but you get that tartness in the hard candy. There's no tart scent over here, and there's no tart scent over here. This one does have a nice sweet tart scent to me. So watermelon Jolly Rancher vibes right here. I really recommend this one if you're a fruity scented lover like I am. This one's going to be good. I definitely think I need another one, but I have all of these scents, so you know I don't really need another one. But anyways, that one is really, really good. Highly recommend it. And then this one we already know, but I'm still going to share it in this video. Vanilla Confetti Sparkle is another one that came out with the Pink Watermelon Blast, Firecracker Pop. The notes read creamy cake frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and vanilla bean. And this one was another, I think we asked for it and we got it back, because a lot of us did not get our hands on a mist from Confetti Cake Pop. And if you did, good for you, because that was a delicious scent. I actually only had it in the body cream and the lotion. I used up the body cream. They were yellow when I got them, so I'm not really concerned about the color, but that's all I had to compare. But the notes on this read creamy cake frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and vanilla beans. So this is in fact our Confetti Cake Sparkle, which we know because we watch a lot of content creators and they've been comparing these scents. But if you have some pieces in your body care collection and you don't have a mist, this is the perfect opportunity to buy something so you can, you know, blend it all together, because they are quite the same to me. I never had the mist, I have to be honest, so I can't say this mist is the same exact intensity or strength, but I have had I've not heard anyone complain about it, so I'm thinking we're good to go. And again, if you like that gourmand cake scent, you're gonna absolutely fall in love with Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. So yes, this is already that, or this is already that, is what I meant. So there you go. And the final one I wanted to compare was Beach Nights. I don't have the original packaging to Beach Nights, which I really wish I did, because when I got this, I was so excited, and I know I was recommending it to you all, and I know a few of you even picked it up and were a little disappointed in the strength of it. I do apologize for that. I never mean to share anything with you all that would make you run out and spend your money. For me, Beach Nights was an OG classic. I remember when it came out, the first few summers, I picked it up. It was the only scent I would back up back then. Not even Champagne Toast. Champagne Toast became my secondary favorite scent, but when I would see Beach Nights, I would not walk, I would run to the store. I loved that marshmallow sweetness. It went with everything. I got a million bajillion compliments on this scent. And then right around like 2017, it just never came back. And I was one of those people that would look on the reseller sites, and I just could not bring myself to spend $40 to $50 on a used mist or a used lotion. And if you did buy it that way, that's okay, because I thought about it a million times. But for me, knowing that none of us paid that, knowing how much you're trying to make there to kind of cash in on that like exclusivity, like you can't get it anymore, I'm like, but that mist is probably smelling a little bit more like alcohol now, and the lotion is probably like you could shake it and get water. I didn't want to buy expired stuff just to have the nostalgia, but when I saw this one coming out, this was the scent I was most excited about, and you guys know my love for pink watermelon. Still, this one topped my list. The notes are toasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, s'mores accord, vanilla beechwood, and creamy vanilla. Now, I'm hearing from you guys, who I trust quite a bit, that this is not comparing to the OG. In my mind, it is. In my mind, it's exactly the same. It's perfect for me in terms of how much I expect out of a vanilla marshmallow type of scent. And I also don't have a problem in the world spraying, you know, measuring with my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like spraying a ton and respraying and all of that stuff. But I have to say that I do believe this one is a lighter version, not as strong. And for me, I'm happy with it. I'm really glad I have this. But for you, if you didn't have the original, or even if you did and you just want that back, I'm just glad to have something back, basically. In fact, I did want to compare it to Vanilla Rainbow Sprinkles. I don't think these are exactly the same, but I know a lot of people, when these were kind of hitting stores, and this was a Canadian exclusive, and then I guess just because of COVID and, you know, the stores were opening, closing, like people weren't able to get out and get it, they brought these to our outlets. So I did go ahead and get this one because of my love of this one, and I was just hearing it was a repackage or a, you know, dupe fragrance of it. I had to grab my shower gel because this bottle doesn't have the scent notes. The scent notes on this read vanilla bean, confetti sprinkles, and whipped frosting. So for all of the like vanilla marshmallow that's in here, you do get it in the vanilla rainbow sprinkles. But what is missing is that like sea salt, that kind of driftwood scent that makes it a little bit more nighttime, a little bit more like beachy. That is missing in this one. But if you just liked that sweet marshmallow scent, hopefully you got your hands on this, and you can still get your hands on this. It's going to give you all the vanilla kind of cake scent that you can handle. So these two are pretty close. Definitely not a repackage in my mind, but that was all I had in my collection that maybe you picked up from Mercari, Poshmark, or even an outlet. So maybe you don't even need this one. But for me, the nostalgia's here. I'm super happy to have it. And I don't regret purchasing it, but I do regret if you guys thought this was, you know, not worth the hype and I was hyping it. I wasn't doing that for any other reason other than my excitement from it being missing for so many years and coming back. So the Homebody collection, I wanted to share my thoughts. I didn't actually pull these out, I should have, but I just wanted to like throw these into this comparison. I have a lot of you telling me you're super excited about this collection, and I'm super excited for you because it is a really, really good collection. It kind of came out, I think it hit just a few stores and it didn't go nationwide. So now for semi-annual sale, we're gonna have it. And the first scent is Misty Morning, and the notes are the same as lily and green tea. So the notes on this are lily of the valley, green tea, and white amber. This is a delicious, fresh scent. Delicious meaning I love tea. So it's almost like a really good shampoo too. Like, you know how a shampoo can be delicious, but you don't want to eat it, but it smells so good. So it's not in a gourmand way. This is very fresh, uplifting. There's a sweetness in here without it being sugary or gourmand. And again, I just really like using this as one of those like fresh, I'm, you know, got out of the shower clean, but I'm not going anywhere. This is a scent I like to grab for. I have this in the body care and the mist, so I don't think I'm gonna need Misty Morning because again, it's a scent that I use very rarely. So I'll have this for a good long time. I did just use this in my random couples video, which I'm about to share with you all. So I can tell you that it doesn't mix well with others. I will say, this is kind of one of those scents that if you don't have somewhat of the same notes, this is all you're gonna smell, but also just something else like kind of spilled on your shirt type of thing, like in the background. So it didn't mix well with others, but I guess if you liked this and you've used it, you will love Misty Morning. But to me, it is that already this? Yes, Misty Morning is already lily and green tea. They're just bringing it back for us in a different collection. The next scent I wanted to share was Cozy Evening. This has notes of lavender blooms, fresh freesia, and cozy musk. Hold on one second, and we're back. Okay, so Cozy Evening is the second scent in the Homebody collection, and we have lavender blooms, fresh freesia, and cozy musk. And it just reminded me a lot of Cloud 9, which we just got this spring. I think you either loved it or hated it. I really enjoy it. It has notes of lavender breeze, morning dewdrops, and cozy amber. So again, cozy musk could be the cozy amber, but I haven't smelled it in store. I'm just saying this could be what you're gonna get. So check it out. If this is on the 75% off table and that one is not, smell them next to each other. It's something I'm gonna have to do once I can check out the collection. But the lavender, the coziness, and the freesia versus the morning dewdrops just kind of made me think it might be similar to this scent. But I think this scent did fairly well for spring, so I could see why they would bring that back. Or did they bring this out because that one did pretty well when they first kind of brought it around? Because again, remember, this scent had come out before, just not nationwide. So I just wanted to do that little comparison, but right now the jury's still out. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. Yeah, I'm just getting my life back together after watching that. How about you guys? Because again, two of those notes sound quite similar to me. So I thought I would make that comparison as well. And then the third scent in the Homebody collection is called Afternoon Sunshine. Golden peaches, Honeycrisp apples, and white woods. And it immediately made me think of Wrapped in Sunshine, which we got this fall. And it has notes of golden citrus, white peach, and blonde wood. So maybe switch out the citrus with the apple, and I think it's going to be similar. It probably won't be spot on, but again, that scent had come out in this collection, and maybe this one did really well, or did really well in that collection, so they brought this out. This is really good. I like it a lot. It's a very nice sweet peach scent, but it's not a peach that could go bad type of thing. It's not like a baked good type of peach. It's just a really like kind of outdoorsy fruity scent. I like it quite a bit. So that's another one that maybe you have in your collection. You could smell this one, go in store, compare it that way, you know, just to see if you need it. Because again, all of those just brought another scent to mind for me. So I thought I would at least share that with you guys, just so you could be aware in case you hadn't heard that yet and you're making your semi-annual sale list and you want to be able to make some cuts or put some things at the bottom of the list. You might already have some of these in your collection. So I hope this video was helpful. I know I'm always all over the place, but y'all follow me so well. So leave me a comment down below if you agree with me on some of these comparisons. If you disagree with me, I can talk about that as well. So feel free to leave those down below. And yeah, if there's any other scents that you guys would like to see, and is this already that, let me know. I do these kind of when I get a little collection. I mean, sometimes in the spring, it was either a scent I didn't pick up, because I think I did this in the winter. I've kind of skipped the spring, but this was just another video idea I had to kind of control or curb my spending, to just make sure I'm checking my collection. Because like it or not, Bath and Body Works does kind of use some popular scents to make a new scent. And I don't like to get into the weeds with it being repackaged versus not. I'm just letting you know, am I selling something that's similar? If it is similar, do you still want it? Because that's where I am. I still want it. I just like to know. And also, is it completely different to my nose? Because then I can at least describe to you what I'm smelling and see if it can help you make your purchases too. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think of these comparisons, and I will talk to you in the video probably tomorrow. Bye guys.